Welcome back to Zizo Reports, your number one stop for juicy, bingeable, trendy stories. And if you ain't heard it here, then it probably didn't happen. Take a second to subscribe to the channel and like the video. And of course, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're always in the know when I upload new content. Now, police in Embu are investigating an incident in which a prominent businessman and a former MCA aspirant was shot dead last night. Now, Dennis Muthengi was shot numerous times after his Toyota Alphard was sprayed with bullets at around 11 p.m. He was pronounced dead while receiving treatment at the Embu Level 5 hospital. Embu Police (OCPD) stated that they arrived on the scene only to find the victim had already been rushed to the hospital. Some of the first respondents on ground stated that the bullets had torn through the victim severely and that he was groaning in pain and bleeding profusely before they took him to hospital, where he later on succumbed to his injuries. The assailants are said to have apparently been trailing by in an unregistered vehicle and caught up with him about 25 meters from his gate in Bonanza Estate. One of the assailants reportedly alighted and opened fire at Mbae's front door, shooting 16 times and thereby fatally injuring him. They then sped off without stealing anything, leaving Muthengi's vehicle in a trench as he had lost control of it during the shooting. The controversial businessman is said to have been under investigations by police over suspicions of being involved in crime, with a series of burglary and mugging incidents within Embu town being tied to his name. He had previously been arrested severally in connection with leading theft and drug peddling rings, but always found his way out through mysterious ways. In 2017, he shocked many when he declared his interest in the Kirimari Ward MCA seat and went as far as receiving nominations from the Maendeleo Chap Chap. So apparently people in Embu are not sad about Mbae's assassination. Actually, a guy named Muredhi Njoka came out on his Facebook with a long post that I'm going to be sharing with you. And on this post, we are hit with a clearer description of who Dennis Mbae really was. Viewers' discretion. Some of the terms and expressions used in the post are quite graphic. I personally got chills just reading through it, so be warned. Embu is happy. Mutugi Mjue, thanks for saying as it is. Rest in hell, devil. The news of gunning down of a notorious Embu criminal gang leader has sparked celebrations across the county and its immediate neighbors. Dennis Mbae, a man who was infamous for masterminding house break-ins, robbery, illegal sales of electronics, vehicle parts and household items, theft of livestock, drug smuggling, Grand Theft Auto, muggings and all manner of crimes, breathed his last courtesy of a spray of bullets by a known gunman who had trailed him on his way home. The relieving breeze, reassuring residents of peace, continues to sweep across the land like sweet fragrance, following confirmation of the felling of the godfather of crime in the region. Nobody is mourning the crook apart from his disciples, who I predict will also be kaput in a matter of days. We are happy that the rascal is no more. Kudos to the shooter. Personally, I feel nothing other than pure joy of knowing that the raccoon who has held an entire county hostage with his battalion of burglars, muggers, gun-wielding thugs, murderers, and narcotic peddlers, was put down in the thick of the night like a rabid dog. Not even the dignity of mob justice enjoyed by most other common thieves. This mafia kingpin was the amalgamation of the dreaded three-man gang of Wanogo, Washosho, and Rasta, all assembled into one fierce crime machine. The chief thug has escaped police dragnets, corrupted law enforcers, eliminated both competition and threats to his thriving criminal empire over the years, a vicious barbarian. Mbai posed as a businessman but ran an intricate network of underground law-breaking squadrons that effectively kept Embu town shivering in fear. All felonies in this town could be linked to him. He was also so well connected that he is said to have influenced and the transfers of senior police commanders who proved incorruptible. Almost everybody I know has once fallen victim to the crook whose mention by name in the public has been taboo in this town, lest a platoon of his operatives come to your neck for disrespecting Sonko or Mdosi, as they fondly referred to him. Government officials had almost given up the manhunt for this thieving monster. However, news of his death has been welcomed by all and sundry. Social media networks burst and came live with celebratory message marking the end of a terrifying reign of lawlessness, the crashing of a crime syndicate that had grown so big that gangsters could unleash ferocity and terrorize entire neighborhoods in broad daylight because the outlaws were untouchable. One day, while chatting about runaway crime in local with my colleagues, an administration police officer sought to reassure us that this gang leader would be shot dead within the year 2022, and it has come to pass. There was no use of prosecuting this one. He would easily get away through unscrupulous ways. Without a doubt, Mbai was the Al Capone or John Dillinger of our times. Many will narrate harrowing experiences of the continuous nightmare that the flourishing crime consortium subjected them to. Hundreds of families have lost loved ones to either crime or drug abuse in the powerful grip of this one certified offender. But the proverbial 40th day finally came. The scoundrel was eventually reunited with his maker. May he rot in hell for the pain that he caused thousands of victims. We will no longer speak about him in hushed tones for fear of his militiamen. Justice is finally served on many with the befitting lethal gunshots. I'm told his rotund belly was torn open too. He lived by the gun, he has died by the gun. May his soul never rest. He doesn't even deserve to be mourned or a decent burial. Yeah, and as you can see, this Muredi Njoka guy is mad pissed. Seems Mr. Mbai was a bad guy. Anyways, drop a comment below and I'll be seeing you soon with more content.